cry. No, not to cry. I just did my job. That's all I thought I was doing. I didn't think I was anything special or loving or anything. I just try to help the mothers or the fathers or the rabbis who call me and saying they need help financially. And sometimes I had to turn them down, unfortunately, because we have certain criteria. But I just thought I was doing my job. I didn't think it was anything special. So I want to thank, my God, all of you coming to pay tribute to me, who was just an ordinary lady doing her job. And I thank you very much. And I just want to say one thing. Jody Moss, right there, saw my resume. I said, send her in. My son Jeff was the one that told me to apply for the position. He's in a blue shirt over there. And I did. And she said to me, oh, you were 7th in Macy's in selling handbags in the Western Division. I said, yeah. Oh, that's good. Next thing I knew, I was hired. No. I didn't know how to do anything. No, but that I was great with people. And that's all she knew, and here I am. So it's
We're
wait.
open to.
I know Laura's been waiting and Robert was here.
I would like to say something.
Sure. Okay, ladies first. So I was one of Beth's 15 supervisors. And what a pleasure that was. The best people to manage are the people that don't really need managing. But more than that, Beth, you welcomed me when I came. You were supportive and loyal, and I heard you on the phone. Your caring, your tenderness, your humor, your generosity of spirit has always meant a great deal to me. And after I left Federation, I then became, what do you call them, a client? Because you helped my 2 children go to Israel. And I appreciate that as well. So I've appreciated your friendship, and you have a heart of gold, and that's meant a lot to me. Thank you.
Beth, we have a special presentation for you.
How you doing, Beth?
Oh, here we go.
I didn't know we had this much of an effect on you.
Oh, you did?
Okay.
I'm good. How are you?
Beth, we want to make this presentation to you on behalf of all the children from STAR that you helped send to Israel.
Wow.
It's a decoupage from the artist Abba Cassis, and it says it's in the theme of tzedakah. And you know, tzedakah comes in many forms. It comes in the form of money, it comes in the form of time, but most of all, it comes in the form of the heart, which is what you gave to us and what you gave to all the children. And in the back, it has here a book that has letters from all the kids from the trip this past year, that you already got one copy, but we attached one to the back of this for you to enjoy.
Thank you.
And this is just the smallest token that we could give for all the hard work. And I heard you say that you were just a woman doing a job. You did a hell of a job, okay? So God bless you, many years of health and happiness, and it's such an honor to know you, and we hope that you will be sending many more kids to Israel in the future.
Amen.
Okay? Well, you can come if you want. We're having a reunion on the 22nd, and your invitation still
Absolutely.
stands.
We just took this
But we thought
opportunity
it-
because everybody was here. We
Yeah.
felt
Yeah, so
this is
we'll
the
go.
opportunity for us.
Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
I also like to add something, Beth. I was thinking about your name, and in Hebrew, I thought Beth is Bet, which is Bayit, a home. And I was thinking of that yesterday, and I really have to say this. Usually when you call such huge organizations, when you run an organization yourself and you're running trips or whatever it is you're doing, and you call such a huge organization for help, it's like talking to an operator. But with Beth, with you, it was like calling home. It was so homey, it was so comfortable, and everyone else that would call, the parents would be calling me and say, oh, Beth is so nice, she's so great, she just gives me time to turn in my stuff, and, you know, Beth, you're great. Thank you so much for making us feel at home, and running the show like no one else could. It was amazing working with you, and I hope, Bezrat Hashem, that you will merit to send many, many more children to Israel like you did with our 38. Amen. Thank you.
So the only risk of having so many people is that my guess is that every one of you would like to say something. But in the interest of not having Beth have to sit here and listen to everybody over and over again, she might as well go upstairs and take phone calls.
She would do if we let her.
Yeah.
I'll check with HR. Let's get, another half dozen or so, and then we can, informally
Schmooze.
talk with you. Schmooze, exactly, very good. All right, so, let's start here, and then I'll move around, okay.
So when I was thinking about what you've done here, Beth, I think of the last 20 years in the Jewish community. When I graduated yeshiva, rabbinical program in 1993, so any rabbi that graduated after 1991 is of the generation of rabbis who heard about 55% assimilation. The whole narrative of the Jewish world changed. And we discovered that we need to beef up Jewish identity and to assure Jewish identity and continuity for the future. And all of the big minds of the Jewish world came to the conclusion that the one thing that assures and builds Jewish identity more than anything else is a trip to Israel. So lots of people donated lots of money. And it's wonderful how philanthropic they were. But those people, as we well know, are not the ones who are going to sit through and read each application. They're not the ones who are going to actually make it happen. They're going to be the philanthropists that are going to put the money in the bank. But if the money just sits in the bank, not one kid will go to Israel. So you had the privilege of being, as I saw up here, sending over 5,000 kids to Israel. Being a real shlichat mitzvah, being a messenger that helps a mitzvah happen. And in our tradition, one who helps a mitzvah happen, it's as if they've fulfilled that mitzvah. And so stop and think when you look back at how many Jewish lives you strengthened. More than many, many people in my line of work and my profession can boast. It's not always those who get headlines or who donate, but it's the ones who actually make it happen. Because in our tradition in Pirkei Avot it says, Lo midrash ha'ikar. It's not just words, ela ha'ma'aseh, but it's deeds. Through your deeds, every single day coming here and reading application after application and letter of recommendation and going through all the fine details, you're the one that actually made it happen. I know that personally for many years that I had a relationship with you only over the phone, and then when I had the chance to come work here in the building and seeing you 2-3 times a week and coming down to my office or coming up to your office and continuing your work. You've helped to transform a generation. The 5,000 plus that you've sent to Israel have that experience for themselves, and they're going to share it with others, and they're going to build family life. So when I look back on my ordination in 1993, and we heard that 55% of the community is assimilated, and when I look today at the impact that somebody like you has had, the singular impact that you've had on thousands of young people, you have done mitzvot from here for a long, long, long time. And this is the holiday tonight of Sukkot filled with mitzvot. And it's also filled with thanks. So I personally, and on behalf of everyone here, simply say thanks for transforming a generation with a new love of their Jewish identity, of Israel, and of the Jewish people. God bless you.
So I'm the original J. Moss at JewishLA.org.
By the way, I don't know who you are other than your mother, but there's no replacement of your daughter.
That's good to hear. Yeah, fabulous. But, oh my gosh. I mean, so exactly what you said, Rabbi, about, how the Israel experience started. I was fortunate enough to be hired in as Lois hired me in, my supervisor, to sort of, and we put together a whole, a whole task force, everything, with Carol Levy as the lay leader. And then we were under planning and allocations with Carol Karansky as the supervisor and Beryl as the lay leader. And we developed this amazing, really incredible program of the Israel Experience program. I mean, truly the best in the country. And we had a whole way of going through it. So a whole process. And it's it's a lot of paperwork, a lot of technical, but the main thing was the people skills. Talking to each parent and each kid and each rabbi about bringing the kids to Israel and how to help them get there and how to help them finance. And we had wonderful, besides the scholarships, the Jewish free loan, all of it. And we were a couple of years into it, and Beth's application came across my desk. And as she said, it was our retail backgrounds. I came out of retail. I truly believe that was, she was the exact person. And I mean, I think two things I've done really well for Federation. Hiring you and birthing joy. But with Beth's not telling, so I hired Beth. I mean, it was great. I hired Beth, and you came to work the first day, and what happened?
You said you were leaving.
Yep, I told you I was leaving.
You had 2 weeks of training.
Right. 2 weeks of training. But, I mean, it's been a long, long time since I've walked in here, and I am totally overwhelmed because look at this, 5,000 kids. I mean, I left it, put it in Beth's hands, really just the technical part of it, and look what you've done. Unbelievable. I am truly, truly overwhelmed by the work you've done. Unbelievable.
Thank you.
I'd like to follow Jody. I always have.
I thought anywhere, Carol.
Jody and I'm Carol Levy. Jody and I had the best time. We did a great deal of laughing. We did a lot of hard work. Beryl was, overwhelmed by the two of our personalities. What has been unleashed on the Federation? I tell the truth. But I want to address something else, and that is that Beth and I have had some discussions where neither of us has been laughing. And I want to explain to you how very brave this woman is, what a role model she is, not on the phone, but day by day, minute by minute, utter, total dignity in every way. Cancer is a terrible disease, and Beth has handled this adversity as well as anybody I know. And I am so grateful, Beth, that you chose me, among others, to talk about